They're going to edit it too, so it's okay. We recording? Mm-hmm. Hi, this is Tim with Mobisoft Infotech. We're the dev firm that's been working with Tubular for the last 6 months, and we've been kind of co-founding, partnering with them.
My name is Shail Sinhasani. I'm the CEO founder of Mobisoft Infotech. Team is primarily heading our Mobisoft division. We are helping as a development partner with Tubular team.
Cool. They're good at that. So the primary problem that Daniel came to us with about 6 months ago when he was discussing how he's really struggling with subscriptions and trying to make sure that he's getting the most out of his viewers. But we started to take a very hard look at the overall setup, the relationship between the channel and their subscribers, and relationship with the channel and YouTube, and just listening to channel owners around the world. We had to have called at least, I don't know, 80 to 200, somewhere in there between all the parties involved. And we really came back and began to understand that one, the current advertising systems were very linear. In other words, I mean, it's just, here, put something in front of people, try to show an ad, run an ad for 5 to 8 seconds, try to get them to watch the whole ad. But again, it's just presenting the information. And we just had a sense when Danny first came that a lot more could be done here. And so what we did is, first of all, we focused on the original goal, which was increasing the number of views per subscriber. And we set up the Tubular iOS app initially, and then built the Android system quickly, then started work on the tablet and the iPad systems. And we found out that while it's wonderful to let people see the subscribers, there's some really grand problems on the back end trying to manage all the channels people subscribe to and updating people on a 24-hour continuous basis. So we ran through all those issues and had a great time doing it. Finally solved a lot of them with some unique programming. But in the end, what we've come up with are two primary goals that we've at this point accomplished. One, we want to empower channel owners. If you run a channel, you should have at your fingertips strategies that let you work prior to the launch of a video, during the running phase, the initial running period, especially that important 24 hours, and then also post-video. What can we do to increase views, increase shares, try to get new viewers, and convert those into active subscribees. I think that's the word, subscribees. Mm-hmm. But basically that's one side. The second side is fans themselves. We realize that there are basically two types. You have kind of that upper 20% of fans that really are the ones that are doing all the posts and are watching and rewatching and just love the channel and have to see the newest videos. And then you have the 80%. And what we realized, and some of this comes from what we've done with in-app purchasing models, with a lot of the other apps that we've developed, we can migrate people from that 80%, migrate the lower-end fans up into that 20% category. But you have to earn it. And that means we have to come up with more progressive strategies, things that are more fun and engaging, and that start to give the fans a voice as well. So it's not just a single post that just gets buried in a long list of posts, but they can start talking and sharing with their friends, and they get feedback on their shares, and then they get that personal reward of being actively part of whatever is being published. And so those are the two things: empowering the channels, rewarding the fans. So in order to reward the fans, we had to create basically the 2-point system, or Tubular points, and we had to create the reward store. And so the reward store is pretty complex. Not only does it have to have active items that are coming directly from the channels, t-shirts, banners, hats, swag, any of the cool things that they're already engaged with sharing and we know a lot of the fans like. But we wanted to also offer them an opportunity to take the advertisers and the brands and the sponsors who are working with these fans, or excuse me, working with these channels, and let them start putting rewards as well. And those rewards are what we call contextual advertisements. Basically, this particular channel really runs heavily in this demographic. We know this demographic loves this. Let's have that brand offer something that is immediate, that they can redeem right away, that we can track, and that requires actual action or purchase. And so those rewards are what we've been working on within the store itself. We really want the fans to get excited about the points that they're earning. We want them to see a direct relationship to their activity. So the more people I can get to react to me through various social media shares, the more points I'm going to get, and the more I'm going to be able to get. And so we want to set up rewards that really make the fans strive to show that they're like the #1 fan, in the whole world. And I think it's going to be a lot of fun for them. Overall though, on the back end of all this, we had a lot of analytics and metrics that we have to provide to the channel owners, so they can start to make decisions based upon actual activity, as opposed to just conjecture. And so the net of that is that we've been building the models to allow them to really view activity and start to stage both advertisements and videos geographically around the world. And additionally to that, we've also, for the fan side, tried to develop a system where they can have just a lot of access to sharing, posting, kind of their own little tubular social media platform. But it also will echo and link back to the Facebook and a lot of the other major platforms that they're already using. So that's mostly what we're doing on the development side. We've been running about 15 developers for over, 5 or 6 months. Our team has been just having a lot of fun. That team is growing now, now that we're working on the server side. And Shayla, you can talk a little bit about the server needs.
Yes, so right now, even though we have our beta program launched, we are about trying to assess where we stand with respect to a server requirement. We feel that to begin with, we are about 150 servers. It can be stacked on Amazon, AWS, or with Rackspace like providers. We are trying to get the better partnership work for all our provider hardware requirement. Looking at the growth we see with your subscribers involvement, we are looking for 700, 750 number of servers being utilized fully in total. We have API calls to manage, which can be handled over the server. Each API call is more like finding out which subscriber needs to be notified as soon as the video is being uploaded, what is the preferred way, what type of notification queuing mechanism we have to work on. Looking at this volume, we are working to deal with Amazon or Rackspace on the cost side. That is somewhere we have to allocate this budget to, and your contribution, your help, your integration and involvement is going to help us go there. Why don't you talk about the budget, Tim?
Yeah, and so we've set the initial budget goals relatively lightly at about 200K, but we've come up, I think, with a series of rewards. First of all, we love the badge designs that have been coming down from each of the channels. We're hoping they really catch on. I think that I want to see these when I'm walking down the street on backpacks and sweaters and whatnot. But they're unique, and we're going to run them limited. I mean, they're not going to be available forever. And so hopefully it'll be a little iconic from 2014. The other aspect though too is the Razer Nambu. They're an incredible partner. Love their products, of course, in the first place, but additionally the Nambu, we're going to be developing one of the very first applications that will directly link the tubular system, your rewards even, and also the notifications of the videos right there. And so being a part of one of the first releases and working with their SDK kind of pre-launch has been kind of fun. But overall, we know the budget that we need. We're hoping to set up enough so that we can not only manage this and grow this, but really again push this and the development on the back end. Once we get this, once the initial systems are fulfilled and the initial servers are running, at 750 servers, that's running us roughly anywhere, about 200,000 a month. It's not inexpensive. It could be more than that even, right. And that's roughly only going to manage about 10 million subscribers. So as we look to the future, we know that we have integrations that we're going to have to manage very proactively with all the ad aggregators that are currently out there, the groups like Maker and Fullscreen and Machinima, and really understand how to give them empowerment for the channels so that they can integrate this within their current advertising campaigns. And so we do want the contributions, and in the end, what this is going to do, I think, is going to change. It's going to change the face of video viewing and YouTube's. I think we've stepped outside of that linear advertising relationship. We want the ads, we want the advertisers to be as creatively constructed and as engaging and as much fun and rewarding as the videos themselves, because they should be.
and they should reward the subscribers who are who are really much loving the channel owners and working through the great comments and feedback and valuable
My
inputs there.
my nephews and nieces and children, they dedicate enough time. I think they deserve a little payback. So. All right, that's it.
Thank you.